I'll show you a little something with your $20 bill and this pencil. We use the pencil to find the center of the bill, which is like, it's about, would you say it's about there? Should watch this really carefully. Because we use this pencil to prove a point. All right? Right through, right? I want you to listen to this. Ready? Ooh.
Ouch.
All right, we'll do it again, but this time we'll show you exactly how we do it, all right? Okay. Yeah, right. You see, the pencil doesn't actually rip the bill. The pencil melts through the bill. You're not buying any of this. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Watch close. See it? You check the pencil? Hey, Nick Lacapo here. Thank you so much for checking out Misled. You're not going to be disappointed because this trick is amazing. It's almost a classic of magic by Timothy Wenk. I almost hate calling it a classic at this point because it makes me feel like I'm getting old. But this has been out there for a while, and it is finally back in stock so that you can get it. I should have got this cool little booklet with it as well. This is an incredible piece of close-up magic that I know you're going to love, not only learning, but performing as well. I'll give you a little challenge, too. The booklet that you received, I know a lot of magic doesn't come with books anymore. Go ahead and shut the video off. Try reading it for once to see if you can get through it. There's actually some extra little nuggets of information in here that we might even miss in this video. So you definitely want to take a look at this booklet. It's really cool. But if you want to watch how to do it, let's take a look at the gimmicks that you received. Okay, let's take a look at the gimmick that you received. You probably already saw it because it was kind of in the book when you got it. It comes with a pencil. The pencil is ungimmicked. You will want to sharpen it. It's actually important for the method of this effect. So make sure you get a nice sharp point on that pencil. And you probably found the gimmick. Let's take a nice close look at that. So what this gimmick is, it's in the shape of the octagon of the pencil, so the pencil can slide in and out of that position there. It's generally the same color as the pencil, and it has this clip that will go around the pencil to keep it on the pencil, and then this little piece here, which makes all the really cool illusions happen, all the great displays in the routine. So this is just going to live on your pencil. In fact, that's also where you want to store it. This gimmick, in my experience, has actually been quite durable. I mean, it will break if you want to break it, but take good care of it. I've never had an issue with this. I bought mine, man, maybe it had to have been about 15 years ago at this point, maybe even longer. I still have my original. So as long as you store it on the pencil, it should be good. Okay, just keep it on there. It should be great. That's also where it's going to start with the routine. So now that we know what the gimmick looks like, all you got to do is borrow a nice crisp bill and let's learn the routine. Okay, let's take a look at how to step through this routine here. It's got a couple phases to it. Each phase builds on each other, and man, this is I'm excited to teach this to you. You're going to want to borrow a bill. It doesn't have to. You don't really want one of those really beat up bills that doesn't fold nice, because there's a couple moments here where you're going to want kind of a nice, sharp, crisp line in the bill to fold it better. So try to get one that's got some stability to it, right? This one's decent, but don't borrow a beat up bill. And your pencil. Now the gimmick I have on the pencil here is it's just chilling. For the majority of when you're performing this routine, the piece of the clip, this piece right here with the opening in the back, it's going to be facing me. When you get in and out of the different phases, that the orientation of this might change. But when you're performing this, this is always going to be towards myself. So I'm always going to be kind of looking for that, the way that is. Okay. But if I have the pencil up behind my ear to start or in my pocket, I don't really care where it is, but that's going to be a checkpoint for when after I borrow the bill. So you take the bill. It just has to have some sort of stability to it. So now when you grab the pencil, you can keep it behind your ear or in your pocket. You're just going to be looking for that clip on the back side because you want that to be towards you. And you're going to take the bill, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it, but not really. We're going to fold it not along the center. We're going to kind of fold it just above the center. So not all the way in the middle, just above. And it doesn't have to be a crease or anything. It just kind of needs to be like even just like a pinch, right? So we're not folding all the way to here. We're folding under like that, okay? We take the pencil, and right now the gimmick is down here at the bottom, okay? I'm going to place that inside the bill, and I'm going to slide my hand up. As I do, what I'm doing is I'm sliding that gimmick all the way up, and you can see that go into the center of the bill, okay? So I say I'm going to use the pencil to find the center of the bill, and once I have the gimmick in between this layer and that layer, I'm going to readjust. My thumb is going to grab on top of the gimmick in the pencil, and I'm going to come this way with it. Now I'm going to tilt down so you guys can see exactly what's going on, but I would be vertical with it. And now what you're going to do is you're going to remove the pencil from the gimmick, right? So I'm going to take my thumb off here, but I'm covered from the front completely. Nobody can see that gimmick right now. But even from the back, it's pretty good. But I'm just going to remove my thumb so you can see exactly where that is. It is literally just chilling in between those two pieces, and I'm holding onto it with my thumb like that, okay? But again, I am vertical when I do this, okay? So I remove the pencil, and you can look at this from the front. You're going to gesture that this is about the center of the bill, okay? You're doing that because we're about to get ready to do a readjustment of the pencil in the bill, and you'll see what that means in a second. So I point to the center, and now I'm going to place the pencil back underneath, okay? But when I do that, I'm going to be placing it into the gimmick. Now you can see it kind of sneaking out there, right? So I'm going to slide it right into the gimmick, but it's not going to go, the pencil is not going to go in between these two, the bill. It's actually going to slide on the outside of the bill, and you can see it creep up, right? Now, you don't want to go too far. Again, remember, this is in this vertical position. So from the front, so you guys can see, I would gesture here, say, that's about the center of the bill right there, right? And when you get there, then you can finish the crease and make it look really good, nice and flat, right? Now, let's take a look at the actual situation again from over the top. What is happening, and I can actually let go because the gimmick is pinching it, is that the gimmick, the clamp is here, and then the outer piece there is underneath the top layer of this bill. It's going underneath the pencil, and it's trapped underneath the tip of it. That's also why you need this pencil sharpened so it goes nice and easy above that piece of paper, right? So I'll just step back one more time. I say, look, we're going to use the pencil to find the center of the bill. It looks like it's right about there, and you're going to put the pencil back in and just kind of get it to just underneath the edge, because here comes the first effect. You're going to push the pencil through the bill. That's it. We've done nothing, as you know, because you saw the backstage view. All we've done is just hit the pencil, it slides through the gimmick, and it is now here, right? But from the front, it looks fantastic, okay? So let's step it back one more time. We gesture to the front. We use the pencil to find the center of the bill. It looks like it's right about here, and then you push it through, okay? It has a great sound illusion, too, because the pencil slides up against the bill, makes a little bit of roughing sound. It's a little bit of foreshadowing for what's about to come, too. So this is a great moment. Now we're going to get ready for the next display. So to do that, you're going to grip the pencil here, okay, and you're going to slide your hand down to the bottom of the gimmick, okay? The gimmick, and you can see this from the front here, is right here. Now, this is very difficult for the audience to see, but it's impossible to see if you put your finger on it, right? Now this position makes sense because the pencil is actually through the bill right now, but you get to do this really cool display, and that is when you open the bill up, right? Now you don't want to let them burn it, you don't want to let them lean in to see it, but just for a moment, it's pretty convincing, right? So you can flash the inside of that, and you can actually see the pencil going right through the bill, okay? Now we're going to do the next little fun bit of business, and we're going to tear the bill in half. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer from this vertical position to this horizontal position, right? And as you do that, we're kind of in this position now. So if you look from the top, we still have this this underfold here. We're going to change that to the front in a second. Okay, you'll see what I mean. I'm going to turn like this, still keeping my fingers on the edge of that gimmick, and I'm going to. This is a little tough for me to explain, but I pinch underneath the bill and roll it. So if you look from the top, I'm going to push to the right with my thumb and pull back with my finger to transfer that fold so that now it's underfolded from the front. So if you look at the front, that's the illusion I want. I want the underfold to be on that side now. I've found that's kind of the quickest way for me to be able to do that, because now you have this great illusion where you can see the pencil going inside the fold, but we know that is just, of course, that gimmick, right? So that's one way that you can get the fold over there. But you just want to get it so that they get a nice little glimpse of the pencil going through in the front. Now you're going to get to do the teardown part of this, which just sounds great. I'm going to show you the first way to do this, and then actually a bonus tip from Timothy himself, something that he's added over the years. So in the original, what you would do is you would grab up here and tell your audience to listen, and you just pull straight down. I'll do this to the microphone. Sounds so good. It sounds like the bill is ripped, right? Now, what's interesting here is you're in this position where you're still holding the gimmick. So what you want to do is you want to allow that pencil to just roll into your hand like that, okay? So now you're just concealing the gimmick and the pencil. If you want, you can re-grip with the other hand with the pencil, and you have to do some sort of magic moment here to heal the bill, and then display the bill, okay? So that's one way to do it. Let me show you the next little tip that Timothy showed to me on Facebook Messenger. So we'll get back into position, and we'll just step back a second. Why not? So you use the pencil to find the center of the bill. I'm pushing the gimmick up, taking the pencil out of the gimmick, I gesture to the middle, put the pencil back into the gimmick like that, and then we're going to penetrate the bill. Boom, like that. We're going to transfer from here to here, and we're going to roll the bill to the front so that you get that nice illusion from the front of it going in between the two pieces. Now, this is just a nice little strong convincer that Timothy wanted to include, is you're going to rip this twice. And what that means is you're going to show them that it's not, this would not be easy to do. If you actually did it, if you actually put a pencil through the bill and pulled down, it'd be pretty tough to tear the bill. So what he suggests is to actually do it twice. And I'll do it so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, like this. Like that. You display the bill. Okay, so I thought that was a nice little piece to include as well. So now we're here. We're displaying the bill, and we have the gimmick with the pencil in our hand here, and we're in a nice, clean position. You could even toss the pencil if you'd like. This is a nice little display. I believe it's called the flip in the booklet. So now we're going to move into the final phase, and in order to do that, we're going to have to fold the bill in an interesting way. So if we'll do it from the top here, I'm going to fold the bill so that the back side is hanging off to the right here. And while you're doing this, you want to find the gimmick with your hand, and you can see it here. It's right down here at the bottom. And what you're going to do is, in front of everybody, you're going to lay the pencil in between the 20. But not all the way, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to line up the gimmick right to the edge of where that 20 is right there. So once I have it there, I'm going to strip it out. Basically what I'm trying to do is we're going to create the illusion in a moment that the pencil is heading through the front part of this. So we want this to be in the correct alignment. And doing this, making sure that this back side is lined up with the back edge here, makes that happen. But we're going to strip the pencil from the gimmick here to be able to do the get ready coming up. So once we have that, I'll do this flat here so that you guys can see, and then I'll do it to the front so you guys can see it as well. I'm going to put my thumb right on top of that gimmick so it's not going to go anywhere. And then I'm just going to pull the pencil out. Now, the gimmick's going to be riding over the metal and over the eraser. It's fine. Don't be concerned about it, but it can sometimes you get hung up a little bit. Just wiggle it free. You'll get it out, and you'll be okay. So now the pencil is free. I've stolen the gimmick off it, and again, kind of like that first phase, I'm just going to remove my thumb because you are covered on all sides here. You can't see it at all. But if I remove my hand, that gimmick is just chilling there. I'm holding on to the extended piece, which is hanging out inside the bill, okay? So it is right there. So you strip the pencil out, and I believe Copperfield say, what did he say in the old video? The pencil doesn't actually rip the bill, it actually melts through the bill. And you've stripped it out, and you're going to replace the pencil between the folds here. Now you have to fake this. You're not actually going to be putting it between the folds. You're going to be putting it like this. Let me show you where it's going, and then I'll show you how to do it. So basically, you're going to put the pencil back into the gimmick, but you're going to be placing it here on top of the fold and then right into the gimmick like that, okay? That's the position we're going to get into. So now that the gimmick, kind of like the first phase where it was clipping it, we're right back into that. So let me show you how you want to do it, though. So from the front, when you bring the pencil down, you want to bring it down behind this one corner, this $20 bill part here. You want to bring it down there. That's the most convincing spot for it to go if you want to convince your audience that you're actually placing it between the two. So you go down behind there. It's also kind of nice to whack it a little bit. And then I'll come back over the top. As you do, you're just doing this, sliding it behind, and then sliding it into the gimmick, okay? All right, so now that we're there, you get to do this awesome display. And this is a fun one where you can regrip at the top because it makes sense. The pencil should be laying in the bill, and you can even open it up a little bit. How good is that, right? So you can open it up a little bit, not too much. And then we're going to let the pencil melt through the bill. Now, if you read the booklet, there's quite a funny little story in there. I learned it this way because this is the way that Mr. Copperfield did it on television. Timothy says that he actually did it wrong. So apparently there's two ways you could pull this pencil through the bill. The way that I first learned it was to grab the gimmick here, and you get this very slow motion visual penetration. All you're doing is you're just pulling the pencil down like that. Now let me just do it from the top down so you can see exactly what I mean. We're just doing this and then releasing, okay? That's what's happening. Let's do it from the front so you can see what it looks like. Let me put this back in where it needs to go. So it looked like this. The pencil would go behind the bill, place the pencil in the gimmick. You can do the display like so, and then you can let it melt right through. What I do like about this is that the pencil, if you've noticed, has now pivoted into my right hand, and I have complete control over that gimmick. And you can immediately come here and display the bill. We'll go over in just a moment how to clean up the gimmick after this explanation. But the way that it is correctly done would look like this, which I just learned. So this is fun. This goes here. You place the pencil back in between the bill, supposedly. Place the pencil into the gimmick, and you can also pull down from the other side. Now, when you do, you need to come up and to the right a little bit just to release it from the edge. And then I'd place your hand over the gimmick as you display the bill. So all the same, maybe try which one fits you a little bit better. So that is the end of the routine. You can hand the bill out from that point. There's a couple different ways you can get rid of the gimmick. I simply, all the heat ends up on the bill, to be honest. So when you hand this back to them, they're gonna look at it like this. Typically when I perform it, I'll just let my hand rest against my hip. I almost like stab myself. But what I'm doing is I'm allowing the gimmick to slide down all the way to the tip. And then if you want, you can just use your other hand to hand the pencil out. All I'm doing is just stripping the gimmick off of the pencil as I hand it out. It's a very, very simple way of cleaning up. The other fun way that I believe it's Timothy's wife suggested is that you can just offer the pencil. As long as you have your hand on the gimmick, you just offer the pencil to the audience, let them take it, and they strip it right out of the gimmick. Honestly, I wouldn't be too concerned about this. Just relax, keep it in your hand, and ditch it in your pocket at your earliest convenience. So that is the basic routine. And as a bonus, my friend Luke Dancy has a fun little routine with the Misled gimmick. I don't want to tell you too much about it because it's kind of surprising, but it's something, a little extra that you can do with the gimmick besides the penetration of the bill. So have fun. Here's Luke Dancy.
What's shaking, guys? Luke Dancy here to share with you a misleading situation. This is a little something extra you can do with your Misled gimmick. Check it out. Got an unsharpened pencil and an empty hand. We're going to place the pencil into the hand, and at the fingertips, I just give a little bit of a rub, and something strange begins to happen as that unsharpened pencil now begins to sharpen right before your eyes. A little something extra you can do, and now I'm going to break it down and show you how to do it. So stay tuned. Here we go. So you've picked up Misled, an awesome effect where you can take a pencil, pierce it through a bill, and then restore the bill in two beautiful ways. I love the gimmick and I love the effect, but I saw the gimmick and one day I thought of something really fun you can do, and that's where you can take a pencil and you can cause it to look unsharpened and sharpen it right before someone's eyes. Now the gimmick is based on Timothy Wenk's concept, and I have talked to Timothy in the past, and he's very well aware of my handling and has given me permission not only to teach this to you, but to everyone else out there, all right? So the basic gimmick is something that you can only find when you buy the product. It's a very interesting gimmick. It's basically a pencil shell. And the pencil shell looks a lot like, well, a pencil, but it is hollow right there on the inside. The beautiful thing is you can slide the pencil right inside of there, and now it's a self-contained gimmick that lives right there on the pencil. Now, this is the type of thing that is used a little differently in Timothy's handling. His version uses the long end on the pencil coming out that way. Now, with the routine I just showed you, the misleading situation, you're going to turn the gimmick around the other way. So it's the short end, and you'll see why in just a second. So I do it this way. So the short end of the gimmick is facing out. Now, the cool thing here is all you have to do is hold the pencil like you normally would by placing your fingers on the seam. Right here, your finger, your first finger and your thumb. And when you do that the right way, it now looks like the pencil is unsharpened. This looks like the dull end of a pencil. Now you want to be careful with the lighting behind you. If there's lighting behind you, you're going to see that there is, it's not a real pencil there. You're going to see the light come through there, and you're going to see like a little bit of a shadow, so you'll know that it's not a real pencil. So anyway, that's going to live on the pencil right about there, and you're going to hold it just like you would a regular pencil. Bring that out of your pocket. Whatever, and you can have, if it's not in place, you just slide the gimmick right into place. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to teach you the one I showed you first in the demo, and then we'll take a look at a couple other things. To do this, basically, you show the pencil to your audience. You're going to bring the other hand over, and as you do that, I like to slide the pencil out of the gimmick, just out the back. It's not on there very far. And I like to transfer the pencil up to my fingertip. So now this is kind of where the magic starts to happen. So now you're already out of the gimmick. It's all presentation. You just pretend to sharpen the pencil with your finger, and then you just slide the pencil up while the gimmick's hidden in palm. And now it looks like you've managed to sharpen the pencil right before their eyes. And the nice thing with this handling too is I've got an edge grip right now, so the gimmick is hidden behind my thumb and my fingers there. If you don't want to do it there, you can also transfer the gimmick into a finger palm, so you've got like the nice Ramsey subtlety if you want to use that too. So that's the basic handling. It's just getting the gimmick away from, or the pencil away from the gimmick once again. Pull that out, bring the pencil into the fingertip, give a little rub. I like to slide my hand down. It helps hide the fact that I'm hiding something in the hand, and tap the end of the pencil, and there you go. If you want to do it another different way, you can do that as well. You can hold the pencil again, And you can actually just slide the pencil through the gimmick while it's in your hand. And the nice thing too is when you do like this, I don't know if it's going to show up the audio, but you can actually, it sounds like the pencil sharpening, and then you just pull the pencil out and now show that it's sharpened. That's just another handling. A third way to do it, if you want to end where you can show this hand clean, is you show the pencil first. As you go to show this hand, I revolve the pencil around, and now I'm going to slide the pencil away from the gimmick, like that, and then I'm going to swivel the pencil back into this hand. So I'm going to do that up to speed so you can kind of get a better feel for that. So you come from here, you show this, you show your hand. Now you're going to grab the pencil with this hand up at the top, but you want to hide the fact that it's sharpened. And now do the same handling where you twist. And now the beautiful thing is you get this great moment of bam. You can show your hand completely empty, hide the gimmick, palm it off, and ditch it at your earliest convenience. And if you want to add a nice little touch, what you can do is you can actually grab some pencil shavings in your pocket, and then you can palm them before you do the effect. And then at the end, when you open up your hand, you've got pencil shavings falling to the ground, and that just makes a nice little condenser. So this is just a nice little thing I've come up with. I wanted to share it with you because if you've already purchased Misled, now you got something a little extra you can do with it, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it. So have fun with that. Can't wait to see what you do with it, and I'll catch you next time.
Okay, so that is Misled by Timothy Wenk. It just really is such a great trick. Just side note for me personally, yeah, when I was a kid watching David Copperfield on television, he performed this trick, and I had it on VHS tape, and this had to have been the trick that I probably watched the most. Fast forward, rewind, trying to find the secret, but you can't because it really is that deceptive. But I think we all kind of have those tricks in magic that you see once when you're a kid, or at some point something slapped you upside the face, and that was really the trick that kind of drove you to get into magic. And for me, when I first learned that you could buy this, I couldn't have been more excited to get this thing in the mail. I was so excited to get this trick. I don't perform it all the time. I break it out for special occasions. And I've also found that I enjoy practicing it. I hope you find that as well. I just think it's what a great piece of magic this is. If you like this trick, please leave it a review on the site. It's always important that people know what is the good magic that's out there. So your opinion matters. Please leave us a comment on this product. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's my honor to teach it to you. My name is Nick. Thank you guys for spending some time with me.